Good morning, students. Last class we have learned about heat. So what is heat? Heat is a form of energy. How heat transfer? Three ways we have learned. What are the three ways? Conduction, convection and radiation. Then different scales of temperature we have learned. Now, what are the different scales? Fahrenheit, Celsius and Kelvin. This is last class we have learned. Today we are going to learn about specific heat capacity. Specific heat capacity. Specific heat capacity denote the letter C. Denote the letter C. Specific heat capacity denote the letter C. Let us consider a beaker. Beaker containing water. So here 50 gram of water. How much? 50 gram of water. Next beaker 100 gram of water. Next beaker 150 gram of water. 150 gram. Here 100 gram. Here 50 gram. So we are taking 3 beaker and fill with water. First beaker 50 gram of water. Second beaker 100 gram of water. Third beaker 150 gram of water. Now we are applying heat. Here heat transfer. Here also. Now say the answer. Which beaker containing water? No. Which beaker containing water will reach first boiling point? Which one? 50 gram of water. No. So here suppose 100 degrees Celsius. Here 80 degrees Celsius. Suppose here 60 degrees Celsius. No. When it reach boiling point, if we check this by using thermometer, 80 degrees Celsius. This one 60 degrees Celsius. Now, first thing, according to the massless, no? Massless means first it reach boiling point. So, first mass of the substance. Heat transfer, the mass of the substance. That is M. Now, see the temperature changes 100, 80 and 60. So, here change in temperature. Change in temperature. That is delta T. The nature of the material. Next one, nature of the material. So depending upon these three, we can find the specific gravity. See, first one, mass of the substance. No, mass of the substance. Next, change in temperature delta T, the nature of the material. So we can find the formula Q equal to M delta T into C. This is the formula for heat transfer. Heat transfer formula M into Q equal to M into delta T into C. What is Q? Quantity of heat. Then this one M, mass of the substance. Delta T, change in temperature. C, specific heat capacity. Suppose water means water or kerosene means specific capacity of the substance. Like that, which material we are using, that will we can find the specific gravity of that liquid. Okay. So what's the formula? Heat transfer formula Q equal to M into delta T into C. From this, we can calculate the specific heat capacity. How will we calculate? So C equal to Q divided by M into delta T. This is only the formula for specific heat capacity. What is the formula for specific heat capacity? C equal to Q divided by M into delta T. What is C? Specific heat capacity. What is Q? Heat transfer. Yeah, what is M? Mass of the substance. And delta T, change in temperature. By using this formula, we can learn the definition of specific heat capacity. What is the definition of specific heat capacity? Specific heat capacity is defined as the heat required to rise the temperature. What is the heat required to rise the temperature of 1 kilogram mass in 1 degree Celsius or Kelvin or 1 Kelvin. Okay, through 1 Kelvin. See, the specific capacity is defined as the heat required to rise the temperature of 1 kilogram of mass through 1 degree Celsius or 1 Kelvin. Okay, this is the definition for specific heat capacity. How can you say the definition? Specific heat capacity is defined as the quantity of heat required to rise the temperature of mass 1 kilogram through 1 degree Celsius. So this is the definition of specific heat capacity. What is the formula for specific capacity? C equal to Q divided by M into delta T. Now let me understand about specific heat capacity. So first you should take 3 beaker and 3 different mass. Now here 50 gram, here 100 gram, 150 gram liquid we are taking. So first which one will reach the boiling point? First the smallest mass. Now according to the mass it will reach the boiling point. Now here just you can see the same time same, but the temperature changes are there. No, temperature changes. That only we will say delta T. Now C means what? Specific heat capacity. According to the material, the specific capacity value will change. So we can write this formula Q equal to M into delta T into C. So Q means what? Heat required, heat transfer, and M mass of the substance, delta T temperature, C specific heat capacity. From this we can find the first the heat transfer is proportional to mass of the substance, and heat transfer is proportional to change in temperature, and it is the nature of the proportional to nature of the material. So from this 3 we can conclude that this formula Q equal to M into delta T into C. Then through that here we can find out the specific capacity of capacity formula. So C equal to C only specific capacity. So C we can find out. So C alone keep on side. So Q divided by M into delta T. We get to the formula. Q means C means what? Specific capacity. Now we can study the definition of specific capacity. Specific capacity is defined as the heat required to rise the temperature of mass 1 kilogram through 1 degree Celsius or 1 Kelvin. Okay. So this is the definition of specific heat capacity. Next, we can learn about heat capacity. Heat capacity. Heat capacity formula, heat capacity equal to quantity of heat required, that is Q divided by T. This is the formula for heat capacity. Rise in temperature. Okay. Quantity of heat required divided by rise in temperature. That will be the heat capacity. So here what the mass not there. No? So the 1 kilogram mass you don't need to say. So specific capacity we will say specific capacity is defined as the quantity of heat required to rise the temperature of 1 degree of mass 1 kilogram. That mass no need to say here. Why means in the formula there is no mass. So the heat capacity formula Q divided by T. T means what? Rise in temperature. Q means heat required. So we can study the definition for heat capacity. What is the definition for heat capacity? Heat capacity is defined as the quantity of heat required to rise the temperature to 1 degree Celsius is called heat capacity. So heat capacity definition, heat capacity is defined as the quantity of heat required to rise the temperature through 1 degree Celsius is called heat capacity. Okay, what is the formula for heat capacity? Q divided by T. So far we have learned about specific heat capacity and heat capacity we have learned. So specific capacity formula Q equal to M into delta T into C. Heat okay. Specific capacity C equal to Q divided by M into delta T. Heat capacity formula Q divided by T. Compare and study is very easy one. So far we have learned heat capacity and specific heat capacity. Next we can learn about change of state. So change of state. So there are 3 states of matter. What are the 3 states of matter? Solid, liquid and gas. Now see solid, liquid and gas. Okay. What are the 3 states of matter? Solid, liquid and gas. So this solid state change into liquid state, and liquid state change into gaseous state change into solid state. The process is going on. So what is change of state? First we have to write the definition of what is change of state. Change of state is the process of changing the one state to another. One state to another is called change of state. Okay, one state to another is called change of state. How it will change? Solid state to liquid state. The liquid state to gaseous state. Like that it will change. The process of changing one state to another state is called change of state. Now see, first is solid. First we can see solid. Solid, suppose ice. Ice cube and all you know. Okay. So when we are heating, what happens? The solid, now ice is the solid state. If we heat means what happens? It changes into liquid state. Now when we are heating, it changes into liquid state. So the process of the solid state into liquid state is called melting. Say the process of solid state into liquid state is called melting. The process of solid state into liquid state is called melting. Next, the liquid state to gaseous state is called evaporation. The process of liquid state to gaseous state is called evaporation. The next, gaseous state to solid state. The process of changes from gaseous state to solid state is called deposition. The process of changes from gaseous state to solid state is called deposition. The next, here liquid state to solid state, the process of changing liquid state to solid state is called freezing. The process of changing from liquid state to solid state is called freezing. The process of changes from solid state to gaseous state, it not undergoes liquid state, directly from the solid state to gaseous state. The process of changing from solid state to gaseous state directly is called sublimation. What is sublimation? The process of changing from solid state to gaseous state directly is called sublimation. Then condensation, the process of changing from gaseous state to liquid is called condensation. Like that, by using this diagram itself, you can write you can explain the change of state. So first, what is change of state? What is change of state? The process of changing from one state to another is called change of state. So draw a diagram: solid state, liquid state and the gaseous state. You have to draw the diagram. Then the solid state to change. Then we are heat means only solid state to change into liquid state. The process of changing from solid state to liquid state is called melting. The process of changes from liquid state to gaseous state is called evaporation. The process of changes from gaseous state to solid state is called deposition. One round over. Then again, gaseous state to liquid state is called condensation. The process of changing the gaseous state into liquid state is called condensation. The process of changing from liquid state to solid state is called freezing. The process of changes from solid state into gaseous state directly is called sublimation. So like that we can learn about the detailed answer change of state. Explain change of state. Detailed answer asked means first you have to write the definition for change of state. What is change of state? The process of changing from one state to another is called change of state. Very easy question. The process of changing from one state to another is called change of state. Then draw this diagram, the solid, liquid and the gas diagram. Then this is write from the diagram C and you can write the definition. Each definition you can write it. So this is detailed answer. Okay. Next, we can learn about latent heat. Latent means, the meaning is hidden. Latent means hidden. Heat is there but hidden. Heat energy is there but hidden. Latent heat. So the specific latent heat denote the letter L. L equal to Q divided by M. So L means what? Latent heat. Q, the quantity of heat required, divided by M. Now we can learn the definition for specific latent heat. So specific latent heat is defined as the amount of heat energy absorbed or liberated by unit mass of a substance during change of state without causing any change in temperature. So that will be a specific latent heat. So what's the definition for specific latent heat? Amount of heat energy absorbed or liberated with the unit mass of a substance during the change of state without causing any change in temperature is called specific latent heat. The formula for specific latent heat N equal to Q divided by M. So the specific latent heat is defined as the amount of heat energy. This amount of heat energy absorbed or liberated. Say amount of heat energy absorbed or liberated by unit mass of a substance. By unit mass of a substance during the change of state without causing any change in temperature. So this is the definition of specific latent heat. Then we can write the unit. What is the unit of heat? Joule is the unit of heat. Then here divided by. So per, what is the unit of mass? Kilogram is the unit of mass. Now first we have learned this formula. Q equal to M into C into delta T. From here we find out C equal to Q divided by M into delta T. From here we can find the unit. What is the unit of specific heat capacity? So Q means joule, heat, no? So joule per mass kilogram per temperature Kelvin. So this we can write joule kilogram raised to minus 1 Kelvin raised to minus 1. Like that also we can write. First you have to write the formula and unit. Okay. First Q equal to M into C into delta T. Then from there C you have to find it. C equal to Q divided by M into delta T. Then the unit of specific capacity you have to write. So next which one we have learned? Heat energy we have learned. No? So heat energy Q divided by T. Like that formula we have learned. Heat energy. Heat energy was the formula Q divided by T. Q means what? This Q, the unit is joule. Joule per Kelvin. Temperature Kelvin. So this we can write joule Kelvin raised to minus 1. Like that we can write by using the formula itself. We can write the unit. Now here also latent, specific latent heat to denote the letter L. L equal to Q divided by M. So the Q means heat unit joule per kilogram, mass unit kilogram. This we can write it joule kilogram power minus 1. So like this we have learned the definition. 3 definition we have learned. What are the 3 definition? Specific heat capacity, heat energy, then latent heat, specific latent heat capacity. 3 definition and change of state question we have learned. That's all this lesson for you. All the answers over. The change of state detail answer you have to learn well. So first you write the definition for change of state. What is the definition? The process of changing from one state to another is called change of state. Then you have to draw the diagram. 3 states also draw: solid, liquid and gas. After that when we heat the solid, the process of solid to liquid means melting. So like that you have the process of changing from solid state to liquid state is called melting. So each definition you have to write under the diagram. So that should be detailed answer. Then these 3 definition we have learned: formula and unit. By applying the formula, more example problems are given. Just work out and see. Work out and find out the answer, and before that you have learned formula and unit. Okay. Now take your book, all of you. We can mark the question. Rome letter 4, question number 6. What is specific heat capacity? Page number 85. Specific heat capacity of a substance defined as the amount of heat required to rise the temperature of 1 kilogram of substance by 1 degree Celsius or 1 Kelvin. Then the unit is given and formula C equal to Q divided by M into delta T. The unit is joule, kilogram degree Celsius or joule per gram degree Celsius. Next 7th question. Define thermal capacity. Page number 85. The heat capacity or thermal capacity is defined as the amount of heat energy required to rise the temperature of a body by 1 degree Celsius. It is denoted by C dash. So heat capacity equal to quantity of heat required divided by rise in temperature. C dash equal to Q divided by T. Next, 8th question, define specific heat capacity. Page number 87. Specific latent heat is the amount of heat energy absorbed or liberated by unit mass of a substance during change of state without causing any change in temperature. The SI unit of specific latent heat is joule per kilogram. The Rome letter 5, second question, what are the change of state in water? Explain. Page number 86, the process of changing of a substance from one physical state to another at a definite temperature is known as change of state. After the definition, draw this diagram. This diagram you have to draw. Then just heading, melting and freezing. Write the two definition. Then boiling, condensation. Then write this. Then sublimation. Write this definition. That's all this answer. Okay students, we mark the question. Chapter 7 over. Up to 7 lesson completed. Then remaining 2 lessons are there. So just learn at least the definition and the formula unit. Formula and unit at least you can learn students. Then next class we can see chapter 8. Okay, thank you students.